Mac Radio. What's up? This is Mac.
And I'm Jake.
And I'm LV.
You're listening to King Mac Radio,
where we put the pop in your culture.
You're listening to King Mac Radio, where we put the pop in your culture. This is your host, LZ. I'm on the line with my amazing co-hosts, Jake and Mac.
Hey, get my name right, bitch.
We have Nia Moore from the Real World on tonight.
Hey, Nia.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how exactly you got on the show, Real World?
Well, I found out who the executive producer was on Facebook, and I basically just kind of drove to LA, found him, I sucked his dick, and he let me get on the
Yes!
Please tell me that's true. Is that true? Can I ask?
It's absolutely false, and you know that is.
So, Nia, I also want to talk to you about, you were actually a replacement on the show of The Real World, which actually shocked me because I didn't watch all the episodes, but I definitely watched the ones that you were on. Because like everyone on Twitter and Facebook kept talking about, basically it's the Nia show. How do you think you would have been different on the show if you were an actual, like an original cast member, and why do you think they didn't put you on as like an original cast member?
Personally, I would have not wanted it any better because I came in by myself and stormed the set. I would have wanted to come in as an equal because then it's like, I would still be a standout character, obviously, but at the same time, it was like, I'd be kind of competing. Like, I came in there and the whole dynamic and the plot and the story shifted, and it surrounded me. So I wanted that. I felt like if I'm going to do this show, I want to be the star of it. I want to make people laugh. I want to, create, thought-provoking situations. I want to teach people. I want to grow up a little bit myself. I knew I would command attention and steal the show, especially when I walked in the house and I was in there with a bunch of lame biscuit head hosts.
So you came into already a ton of drama. Everybody had drama going on. It seemed like when you came in, you still took things by storm, hence Hurricane Nia. But were you surprised at the way the energy was in the house and how much drama there already was, or were you expecting that?
Yeah, when I walked in, everyone was like, yay! They were all so nice. Of course, they were talking shit behind my back. And the first thing they said before I even unpacked my bags is, Jordan is a monster. He's an asshole. He's a prick. He talks shit to girls. He bangs on bitches. I'm like, damn, because I didn't see that. Like, I really liked him when I met him. Not liked him, ever thought it would be a sexual relationship, but, I'm a guy's girl. And I knew, I was like, I can hang out with this guy. And I knew he was athletic, all this shit. But at the same time, I'm a protector. So when I meet girls and they seem defenseless, it was like, what was I supposed to do? They were crying me all the fucking time. But yeah, I felt like I had to take it upon myself to kind of protect them. But then at that point, he started disrespecting me, calling me a gold-digging groupie slut who's never worked for anything, laying her back. And for me to be the complete opposite of that, and it's just so disrespectful to who I am. First of all, I'm the only one in the house besides Joy with a college degree who even attempted. So you can't call me a whore for what? The profession of men I dated? It just was so disrespectful. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to embarrass the fuck out of your punk ass, and I'm going to do it in front of the whole world. Because at the end of the day, I wrote the book, and I know how to play the game, and I'm not going to lose against a punk ass motherfucker like you. Okay, wait. I got a clique full of motherfucking killers. I wish a nigga would. For a trigger. Hello?
Yes, you better go in, girl.
Okay, so we are fresh from Farrah Abraham's sex tape scandal. We actually just talked to her a week ago. I want to know, would you ever consider being the next MTV star to get down and dirty on tape, or are we not going to see that from you?
Like I said, I love footlongs and dark-skinned chocolate ones to be exact. So unless you find that in the house, you're not getting that part.
So is that a maybe?
Oh, I got a footlong.
Oh, wow.
I'm not gonna lie to myself like Avery. Avery will lie to herself. She needs a big dick in that loose ass womb of hers. But she will lie to herself because she was all about using, shit to her advantage. She wanted to move to the East Coast. Here, I got this little dick motherfucker who's never had any pussy in his life. I'm gonna bounce on that shit. He's gonna give me what the fuck I want. At least a roof over my head. She's a nomad. She's been traveling the world from dick to dick since her mom just bought her out of her house. She's a whore. It is what it is. That's why people treat me like that, because they were mad as fuck that a black girl is doing a lot more for herself in a respectable way than you are, and you can't respect the hustle. It is what it is. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not a whore. At the end of the day, it's like, how am I a whore? I never fucked nobody on television. I never did anything besides trying to embarrass the fuck out of a little dick white boy. That's it. I never fucked anybody on television. That's the thing. It's like, but you're busting it open day in and day out, and I'm the hoe. You're just mad. You're mad. Like, I don't even like arguing with these people because it's like, not saying I'm better than you, but it's like, bitch, at least I worked hard to get to college. I had a full ride at Howard University. I bust my ass to make a better way for myself. All you did was suck and fuck for a prom dress. You're the whore. Avery is the admitted whore. She admitted it on television. But everyone calls me a whore because of the profession of men that I date. I'm sorry I attract hot niggas. I'm sorry I attract athletes. I'm sorry that's my reality. You're not a gold digger if it falls in your fucking lap. And that's my whole argument on the whole shit. That's why I don't care when punk ass motherfuckers say shit like that, like with Jordan.
You know what's crazy? You just talked about Avery. A lot of people are wondering if Avery wasn't in the house, do you think you would have gotten along better with Johnny?
That's the thing. I always thought me and Avery were going to be cool, but she's so insecure.
Now, a lot of people, I don't know if you've seen the comments, but a lot of people are comparing this season of The Real World to kind of like the Bad Girls Club, especially because of, the fights going on. Have you ever, like, watched the Bad Girls Club, or were you always, like, Real World? Like, what was your intention?
This is the thing, that show promotes violence. Like, you go into that shit knowing you're going to get into a fist fight. I'm not a violent person. Like, this shit that happened at me in the Real World house was my second fight ever in my life, and even that was self-defense. Like, I'm not trying to spoil it, but Johnny spit in a napkin, snot in a napkin, put it on me, and then when I put the napkin in his shirt, he threw a drink in my face like a fucking female. What the fuck else was I supposed to do besides rock his ass? And then Avery, I asked her, I said, just fuck your boyfriend up. I'm about to beat his ass again with his hairdryer. Do you want some or not? It can be a 2-for-1 combo. That was my exact words. She didn't say nothing to me. She waited till I turned around, and then she grabbed my fucking clip-in extensions, pulled them out, and declared herself the winner, and I said, guess what, bitch, you have 2 options. I'm gonna bust your ass every motherfucking time I see you, or you're gonna move out of my house. What the fuck do you think happened?
Yes!
Wait, so are you?
We can talk about that later, but fuck it. I'm sick of this bitch running around telling everybody she won because she pulled out clip-in weed. That's the funny thing about it. Well, this reunion tomorrow, I gotta sew in, bitch. You ain't pulling out nothing, and I'm rocking your ass if I need to.
Yes! Oh my god, so
you ain't pulling out nothing. She thinks that's the thing. Like, she thinks she won because she pulled out clip-in extensions. It's like, girl, my hair is just as long as yours without it, and the fact that you think that declared you the winner when the whole world has seen that slap heard around the universe. I busted that bitch like a fucking volleyball.
Yeah, so you
I moved her out. They moved out of the house. They moved out of my house 45 minutes after that fight. They tried to vote me out, but how are you gonna vote a bitch out that's another thing. They try to portray like Anastasia and Avery were so close. Anastasia and Jess were closer to me than anybody in the house combined, even till this day right now as I'm on the phone with you. So they kind of look like it was Avery and Anastasia, they were trying to have their little, vendetta against Jess, which I thought was lame as fuck. But other than that, Anastasia was my rider. Who went to Anastasia's rescue when her boyfriend was tripping? Was it Avery? Avery was sitting there next to her punk ass boyfriend playing Pokemon cards. Avery didn't jump for shit. She heard the whole fight. She never once got out of bed and said, "Everything okay?" That's what a real friend does. I was fucking wasted walking down the street at 6 a.m. looking for this punk ass dude. I don't owe Anastasia nothing. I didn't fuck Anastasia. Anastasia ain't my best friend from, 5th grade. I was just a rider. And these ungrateful ass motherfuckers didn't ride for me. And that's why tomorrow I got some shit to say to everybody.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody about to get no skate pass. The only person that has been a G since day one is Joy. And that's why she is one of my best friends. People are like, I don't get it. How are y'all best friends? Y'all never on the show together. That's just that. Real recognized real. She heard everything wrong and all these lies that Jordan and Avery and Johnny were trying to feed her, and she still met me and fucks with me harder than anybody. She don't fuck with nobody but me.
Yeah.
And she's cool with everybody. She's cool with everybody else. But who do you think she's inviting out to Seattle and hanging out with her family and her boyfriend and trying to move in with? It ain't these lame ass fucking flat fat bitches.
So everyone's in the chat going crazy right now. So they sent you home, or did you leave? Because everyone's like shocked right now.
Honey, it's my house. Why would I get evicted out of my own house?
Ooh.
I'm the landlord. I'm the landlord and the tenant.
Yes!
I'm the landlord and the motherfucking tenant. So does it make sense for me to leave or no? Like, come on, let's figure that one out right now. And then I gave Johnny Avery and her girlfriend an option. I said, you can either stay here and I'm going to hit you in your sleep when you're on the toilet taking a shit, or you're in the shower, because you hit me first. You don't decide how a fight is going to end when you throw the first blow. You touched me first, you threw a drink in my face first, you spit and put the napkin on me first. Now I'm going to embarrass the fuck out of you in front of the whole world, and that's exactly what I did, and I'm not afraid to do it tomorrow. But I already know these motherfuckers are not going to get out of pocket, because at the end of the day, Avery can lie to herself, but that tape is not going to lie. I don't ever lose, especially against peons like Johnny and Avery.
For the reunion tomorrow, everyone wants you to beat the shit out of Avery.
I already did, though. It's like, I've already done that. I wrapped that box, tied it with a bow on the show. You guys will see that on the last 2 episodes. But I just fucked your boyfriend up in the bathroom because you sent him in to fight your battle, and he became a bitch and threw a drink in my face, so I followed him like a bitch. Now, do you want the 2-for-1 combo or not? She didn't say nothing to me. I sat there, I'm wrapping up a hairdryer, waiting for this door to open. I'm like, nigga, I'm about to fuck him up. Do you want some or not? But I was so code red. Once I push play, there is no push and stop. Because I never push play. People respect me, I respect them. If they don't fuck with me, then we just keep it moving. But to start getting physical, it's like, damn, do you really want to play that game with me? You're not going to put your hands on me over some dog. This is literally over Daisy's dog shit that they didn't want to clean up. And you want to fist fight me? That means you secretly don't. After I've already forgiven you and we're cool, we were cool 5 minutes before this fight even started. Now I'm saying you want to fist fight me? That means you really didn't like me and you're fake as fuck the entire time. That's why I'm going to embarrass the hell out of these niggas tomorrow. I'm going to embarrass the hell out of Johnny. I'm going to embarrass them. I'm going to provoke the shit out of this girl in every way possible to get her to step to me. And if she does, I'm going to pay-per-view rock that bitch in front of the whole motherfucking world again. And I'm not afraid to do it.
Yes. Okay, I want to move this interview into more of a serious topic. You know, you touched my heart when you talked about your situation with being sexually violated. What made you confide that in Marlon?
I mean, this is how I look at it. Like, people think it's weird that I say this, but I feel like what happened to me was a blessing. It was a wake-up call. It was literally God saying, baby, the people in the world are not as sweet and have the conscience and the moral compass that you have. People will literally kill you, take advantage of you, embarrass you, rob you. Like, you have to understand that's the way of the world. Like, you can't dictate where someone else is moral-wise. And I didn't know that. And so when this happened to me, it was like, Nia, you can't get sloppy, drunk, wasted around a man. You can't entertain a guy who you really don't want anything to do with and then expect him to take care of you. You can't leave your drink around anybody that you, I mean, to this day, I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name. Like, I barely knew this person, and he was obsessed with me. Like, once I went to court, into trial, and to hear him orchestrate these lies as if we've been in this, like, year-long relationship, and I just met this man 3 weeks ago, it's like, he was obsessed with me. Like, you have to be careful. So for me, at least I didn't get, raped and my throat slit and dumped in the gutter like a lot of women. I survived. He didn't impregnate me. He didn't give me no STD. But I definitely am more aware of how wicked this world can be. You just got to be a G about it. So that's why I talk so candidly. Like, people are like, oh my God, I can never talk about rape and not cry. I'm like, I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't beat me up and knock my teeth out and fuck me. He just slipped a drink. He did the bitch move. He slipped fucking something in my drink and did what he wanted to do. It is what it is. But at the same time, I'm healthy. I'm alive. I'm not fucked up over this situation. And I feel like it's changing for the better. The fuck? How did I find us? Are you fucking serious? Did Jordan tell me we were there? So fake. I mean, that's so awkward. I'm sorry, I'm in an awkward situation with my roommates.
Is everything okay? Is it Jordan from the show?
Yeah, everything's good. Okay, wait. I might need to handle some shit. What?
We had a Twitter question from a fan, and a lot of people often think that, a lot of people want to see you more on TV because obviously it is your show. It's not the real world.
I am going to be on more TV. I am plotting it. And even if I don't get the TV platform, I'm going to go on the web and have my own little webisode. I just had my first episode hit the airwaves or internet yesterday, but I'm going to post it publicly from my YouTube channel tomorrow. But it's basically like day in life. Like, it's exactly what I was on the show. Like, the reason why my story is consistent is because I'm not lying. Like, I'm not afraid to admit who I am. Yes, I do suck my thumb. Yes, I am a little bit vulgar at times. But I am a writer, and motherfuckers fuck with me. That's why I've never had problems in my life because of the way I walk through this earth. I don't think I'm better. MTV tries to portray like I'm better than everybody. Like I said, I didn't want to work. No, I'm not going to go from making $17 an hour on a work job to making $8 an hour. I'm not doing that. That's why I didn't take that job seriously. It was like, fuck this shit. And I'm writing a book like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll do the Real World Challenge?
Yeah, I would love to see you on that, Nia.
Where I am going to do one at some point, but not. I mean, well, you'll see. I gotta fucking handle this shit. We got some drama with fucking Anastasia right now. I gotta fucking go.
Oh, you have to go?
Okay.
Yes. Love you guys. Come up on the show again. The fuck?
Oh, wow. My God.
Wow.
That was so good. I can't even handle what is happening. I think that a weed is being pulled out as we speak.
The Real World's filming might be ended, but the drama continues. You heard it here first, bitches.
You're listening to KingMacRadio.com, where we